And welcome back to my YouTube. I want to show you how the Mona Lisa and the MiDion clash in the same type of images. At a distance, this particular is looks kind of like I would say a skeleton man, but it is thousands of different other images in which portray to be it. But for those who have been following, I am Alan Cook and the proud owner of the MiDion, which I'll show you at the end. This looks like a skeleton, but actually you get into it and it's actually a man riding the horse with a couple people too. So all these little dots that you see in here build into a skeleton and individuals, and here's a man hanging on to a woman. Right here is a Y, and normally Y stands for harmony. I can go into probably a month's worth of just getting into this particular area, but let's jump to what I'm really after to show you. This image is the same image which is in MiDion, which is right here. Now, what looks odd in a sense, because there's such a color difference, is that in this area that you see is actually here. And then he colored it with a guy here, and then he put another person here, and it trays down, if you can see how it goes. And he uses some of the green, and he goes into it and uses the legs, and it goes, and he adds the other darkness, which to bury the look on the difference. So this actually is identical to this when you get into the detail of it, 100%. But here's my proof that he repeats it as it's been in the past that I've been trying to say, is that he's a copy machine. Now, this is undisputed as the Mona Lisa. This is the MiDion. This image here is the Mona Lisa also. It is the same as, now this is her side area. This is the very, very far left. I'll show you what it is. This image right here is the same image as this right here, but in a different area and a different size. If you take a look, you'll see an owl here. There's an owl here. Then you'll see a bigger owl. They're using the ear up in here. There's a bigger owl. Then you see 1, 2, 3 people here and 2 here. You're going to see the whole group go across here. You'll follow this whole design like a I don't know, cartoon, big nose dog or something. If you use this portion right here, it's the same. It's just larger. And then it droops on down and uses part of the green to hide it. This is a Mr. Piggy with ears, and you're going to see it to be right in here when he adds in and breaks this piece here. So he's a trickster. Remember, he's a code man. So when you get into these layers, you're going to see the same. If you look at this particular area, there's a man that turns into a dog that turns into a skeleton. He has the same that goes into this area. Okay? Right here. Okay? And he just keeps repeating it. If you follow the lightness that goes on up and shades on out big, it's the darkness that shades and goes on out. It's the same. So this is the Mona, this is the Mona. And for me to show you for sure on that particular ordeal, this also is the MiDion. Okay, and this MiDion, this image is in the MiDion. Now this is the right eye, believe it or not, hidden within, and this is the left eye. And when you get into this, you will find it buried in here by these images, because that's what he does. Now, this image is actually, this image is actually, when I reduce it for you to see, is also over here. Whoops. Over in this area, which I showed you earlier in here. Okay, so let me put this back. Let me show you this to be the Mona. That's the Mona in this area right here we were talking. This is the same copy as what the micro is in here, but a little bit larger. And this is the Mona also, which is again the same as this Mona. Okay, so what he's just done, it gets wilder. It gets a lot wilder. Watch this. You want to really see something? Oh boy, we're running out of time. I love YouTubing. I got about 200 YouTubes. I want you to Google me under almost any type of thing that has to do with Leonardo da Vinci and MiDion. That's M-I-D-I-O-N. Watch this. This is cool. If I got the right area. No, I got to do it in reverse. I'm sorry. I got to do it in reverse. I have to do it in reverse. My apology. If you take the Mona and you slide her down to a certain area, and you can get her to go into the waters, the eyes, you'll see that he portrays her in the waters, it seems. I haven't nailed it 100%, but it just, you know, I know it sounds see, it just, the curvature is too good to pass up. If you see her hair and you see the mountains, they float in the exact same area when you fly it. So what you got to do is line them up. See how they're designing? So if I float this down, possibly, you have to work it. It's very difficult. And you get the mountains and the hair, whoops, to line up, you'll find I got the same match. See, kind of right here, it matches. It's just there. I just have to work it, and it comes real close. So, but you got to remember, he gives you 1 point, and he may not give it to you here. But when you move the Mona across, the other pieces, like this over here, starts to match. See, he lets you know that's why she's everywhere. She's in the background, looking at you. She's consistently just always. And when you end up with the Mona on top of the other Mona, her shadow of her shades actually fit identically within these shadows. So it's kind of like one of those movies when a guy kisses his hands, he says, "I'm in love with myself." And he's kind of like he's obsessed with his own self, or he's what is that? You have to be admire yourself or something. I don't know. Anyway, I think you know what I mean. Anyway, I want to let you know part of that. So anything you can Google and keep giving me a thumbs up and passing on a friend would be great. God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens. Don't forget to say your prayers, and thank you for watching. Amen.